Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Fiorletta, Senior Editor of Retail TouchPoints, and I have joining me Joe Olson, who's GM and EVP of Empower Software. Joe, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks for taking time, Alicia. I'm very excited to be here.
So at the NRF show, there's been a lot of buzz about the in-store experience, which is so exciting because there was so much controversy around whether brick and mortar was dead. But we're learning that new tools and solutions are really empowering in-store associates. But before we dive into that, let's take a step back. Where do you think retailers are right now in terms of creating a great in-store experience and empowering their associates accordingly so they can better connect with customers?
So right now, the best retailers are taking steps right now to ensure schedule fairness, making sure that associates don't end up with an open and a close night after night, don't end up working every weekend instead of having a very balanced schedule. So there's a lot of emphasis around schedule fairness, and then there's really a notion of taking into account not just when associates can work, but also when they prefer to work, and just making sure that you have the best engaged workforce by taking into account their preferences and making sure that you're putting together a schedule that's seen as very fair. Now, in all cases, retailers, they are making progress. Everybody's made a lot of progress over the last year, some more than others, but everybody knows that there's still a long way to go in terms of how they can make sure that the associates are as engaged as possible in the retail stores. There's a lot of things left to do.
No, that's great, Joe. And one of the things that's really come to the forefront is mobile and its potential impact on the in-store experience. And there's a lot of talk around the customer experience, of course, but I think the associate experience is something to note as well. I mean, especially as more millennials enter the workforce. Obviously, they have their smartphones in hand all the time. So what mobile tools and tactics do you think will benefit the retailer to associate relationship the most? What's really coming to the forefront for you guys?
So I really think the focus on the associate experience in the store is really important. That's where the quickest results can be reached. And right now I think the focus is making sure that the associates are well informed and have all the information at their fingertips to serve their customers and make sure that they're maximizing basket size and conversion rates within the store, and then making sure that they're really enabled for success, making sure that everything that they have from a mobile solution is exactly what they need to perform well in the store and no more. And it's really that simplification of the mobile experience that is critically important. We can put information in front of the associates all day long, but if you don't have just enough, if you have too much or too little, you're not going to be able to give that associate the tools that they need to really make the corporate goals and the store goals a success.
No, that's great, Joe, and I'm really glad you brought up the point of showing that you appreciate your employees, because I feel like, for a long time there was a lack of engagement and loyalty on the associates' part because they didn't feel like they had the tools that they needed. They didn't have the resources to do their jobs effectively. So it's cool to see mobile come to the forefront and really deliver on that need. But drilling down, what are some potential use cases? What are some apps? What are some solutions that you think will really come to the forefront in 2015 and even beyond that?
So what we're seeing today is even something as simple as allowing an associate to manage and have control over their schedule is having dramatic impacts on how they feel about their employer. Being able to know that they can not only see their schedules, view their schedules, but also enter when they prefer to work, making sure their time off requests are addressed in a timely fashion, really is driving a high level of engagement, and those are really the most basic functions that we've got. And then building on that foundation of mobile scheduling, tools for employee engagement and collaboration. Again, going back to making sure that they're recognized, they feel that their voices are being heard, that they are being appreciated and really celebrated by their employers is just driving employee engagement to whole new levels, and it's really having a dramatic impact on the corporate results. We see some of our customers are seeing a 2% increase in conversion rates and a 7% increase in basket size just by paying attention to those associates just a little bit more. And really what that's showing us is that really where human resources and operations intersect, there's really a lot of value to be gained for the retail stores and for the corporations, and it's to the benefit of everybody. Employees are feeling much more engaged with their employers, and the employees are really creating a much better experience for customers. And when that happens, everything goes right in a retail store.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems as though mobile's playing the connector between associates and the retailers, and it's so exciting to see how with mobility you can kind of create this own little thriving community of advocates and associates. So it's a really exciting time, I think.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And the mobile solutions themselves, there are some products out there that are a little bit like Facebook for the retail store. But I think what we're hearing from our retail customers are they want that effect, but they need it in a controlled manner. And that's really where there's an opportunity for new products that are out there that have the effect of the social media tools that are out there today, but in a controlled manner where with the security and the controls that everybody in a corporate environment needs. But if you can do that, if you can make it in the if you can make communication in the natural flow happen and happen in a seamless way, it really gets exciting for retailers. And there's a lot of excitement around those types of applications.
Well, that's wonderful, Joe. Thank you again so much for taking the time out, walking through some of the trends you're seeing, and of course, what we can expect from Empower Software. It's a really exciting time. So I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with me today.
Fantastic. Thank you.
And thanks everyone out there for watching.